was a threat, pure and simple, and it is not the normal practice of the UN to pass on threats from one government to another. Israel was like, we're warning them not to fight.
Right.
The United Nations was so hostile to Israel, he said it's a threat and we're not passing on that warning. It's not clear even if he had passed on the warning that it would have had any effect. King Hussein was told on the first morning of the war by the Egyptians, Egypt probably realised that we destroyed their air force completely. Without an air force, they were going to lose their war. That whole story you'll hear from Michael Oren. Like, it's an amazing story. In the first 45 minutes of the war, we destroyed the Egyptian air force. It was one of the most incredible battles of history. Israel left. We had something like a fleet of something like 100 fighter planes, something like that. I think that's the right number. If I'm slightly off, I think we left 2 behind to cover our airspace. So it was a Hail Mary. It was either we destroy their air force,
right,
or we're destroyed.
Right.
They flew 6 meters above the ground to avoid the radar, and they converged from so many different positions. And we had no idea if it was going to succeed or not. Within an hour or two, we realized it was going to succeed. We said to King Hussein, "Don't get involved in the war. Don't get involved in the war." Nasser, the president of Egypt, phoned up Hussein, and he said to Hussein, "My planes are over Tel Aviv." Hussein looked on his radar at 10 o'clock in the morning, and he sees hundreds of planes flying towards Tel Aviv. And he thinks Nasser must be right. Of course, there are hundreds of planes flying to Tel Aviv, but there are planes coming back from the missions inside Egypt.
Wow.
Having destroyed
the Egyptian Air Force.
So we were ready to destroy the Egyptian.
We had a plan. We had a plan to destroy the Egyptian Air Force. We had no idea if it was going to succeed. The head of the Air Force at the time, a man called Moti Hod, talks about sitting in the command room at that time. He lost more water through sweat in that hour than did in Zala, because either the country was going to be destroyed or we were going to destroy their Air Force.
So was the